Welcome back to the Hobby Bench. Today we're looking at what we're going to work on next. And it's this upgraded Tamiya Italian tank, a Carro Armato M1340. It's Italy's probably best medium tank at the beginning of the war. And sort of like Germany, their industrial centers were not ready to ramp up. They did not have the raw materials. And they got caught flat-footed by the Allies upgrading their tanks based on what they were seeing in the field. And anyhow, this, like I said, this is an upgraded kit. It includes photo etched and an aluminum barrel. It's the figures, I understand, have been upgraded, but let's take a look at what we've got in here to work with. Typical Tamiya. You got some really nicely molded. This looks like this is the tools and the exhaust, but it's very crisp. I don't see any flashing there. Oh, inside of the lid, taped, hot melt glued. Got a little photo etch set. I believe these are for hatches and vents, but this is the key, the turned metal barrel. That'll be nice. So I'm gonna put that back on the hot melt. It's gonna sit right there. So it's not a very big tank. Again, it's a medium tank, comparable to the Sherman. But these are not as big, as robust as the Shermans. You can see the pan. It's a small tank, but it carried a pretty big punch. They did do away with the rubber band tracks. Yay. So this isn't a new bit to the sprue with the, it's not quite link and link, but I have seen other folks do well with them, and I've done, sometimes they work, so we'll see. If they're not giving me what I want early on, then I will go out and see if anyone has a 3D print file and do actual link and link. I think I'm going to do desert as well. So these are the two new figures. You got one standing like tank commander and a sitting guy on the hatch. I haven't figured out how I'm going to place them. I'm going to maybe try and do some sandbags. They did add a lot of extra sandbags. This is the old guy, so you can see how much more. The scale's still about right, but there's not bad detail there. I don't know. It's a four-man crew. I've got two of the fours. Maybe something as simple as sticking his head in a driver's hatch someplace. I may end up using that figure. You can see the turret. It's comparable with a Sherman. There's the top. So it's going to be a lot of suspension building. And then the body, as usual, just slaps together. Here's all the suspension parts. Let's take a look here. Yeah, the normal, be careful, don't cut yourself. Again, it's got a lot of verbiage here. This is the crew hatch in and out, I believe. That's why there's a ladder there. So you've got this guy here and this guy, the new ones. The old one, I don't know. It's odd. I don't know if I can use them or not. So like I said, yeah, we've got suspensions to build up, build the body tub, add the suspension to it, and then we're right into the building up the links, which is kind of nice that we can build them up. I tend to like to put them on afterwards, especially painting. It's hard to paint and then do those. So I may just try and dry fit them with some PVA and see how they go. And then it's onto the turret, which looks like it builds up like a lower hull, and then the turret hull, which should be pretty easy to build up. This does allow you to do a captured Italian tank and done in Aussie colors, which could be cool, but I don't have much Italian stuff. So I think I have one Italian airplane. So I'll probably use this as an Italian because I got Italian tankers. I haven't decided. These are the photo etch parts here, the hatch covers. I have a rough idea in my head what I want to do for the diorama. And you've got some. There's the Aussie tank. It's just been painted over in all desert yellow, and then the big kangaroos. which is kind of cool. This was not an expensive kit. I could see redoing it. I do like the idea of doing some camouflage, especially with this, with some odd, the Italians have some odd things. So this is still North Africa. And you can pick, where are the decals? Yeah, they got all the groups here. I know it's hard to see through the plastic, but you can do first platoon, second platoon, third platoon. First company is red, then you have blue for second company and yellow for third. So you've got markings for 3 companies across. So you really have 9 options. It's all the same, but it's 9 options aside from the Aussie. But their paint schemes are different. So this is, I don't know if it's this is the 133rd. They're all yellow, like the or desert yellow. I think I'm gonna do something like I like doing some pattern. It has a little olive in it. It'll look more visually interesting. So anyhow, there's a quick little video on what's next. So next for me is, get rid of that paper, is to take the parts to the sink and wash them up, get the residue off. I don't see any flashing. I'm sure once I get in, there'll be some mold lines to remove. But next time, we'll start building up the tank. This might be a multi-part series where I build up the tank body, get it ready for painting, and work on the figures and the painting, and then the diorama. Painting and diorama is another video. Anyhow, that should be the scale model that I'm physically building in August. I've got finishing touches on my July builds, so those will be coming out. So this one, maybe by the end of August, we can have the start build up video out and finish it in September. You guys have a great day.